What's up, everybody? Welcome back if you're a subscriber. If you're new, welcome. So, things are looking very bloody in the markets right now. Bitcoin. So we're going to start things off by looking at the price of Bitcoin, and then we'll move on to other topics as we go forward. So, Bitcoin right now, I'm on the weekly chart right now. So when you're on the weekly chart, so every candle on the chart here represents 1 week of trading. So right now, this week has been super bloody. As you can see, this huge drop, and now we're trading just a little slightly over 40,000. But the most important thing right now, guys, is that we are currently under the 21-week moving average. And you know what? Historically speaking, I don't make the rules here, but historically speaking, the guys who have their nose up in the charts and studying all this stuff. I'm not a chartist or anything by any stretch of the imagination, but it seems that, historically speaking, in Bitcoin's existence, the 21-week moving average has been a very good indicator in telling us if we're in a bullish trend, right? So, looking here, so this blue line that I have on the chart is the 21-week moving average. As you can see, every time that we're above the 21-week moving average has indicated that we're in an uptrend, right? Obviously here we had COVID, which basically ruined the party. But yeah, I mean, look at this. And then here we had a little bit of the, what is this? The bear market. Hold on here. Yeah, this is 2019, September 2019. We have a little bit of a downward trend here. So below the 21-week moving average, we had about what? September, October, November, December. So about 4 months of some bearish trend. And then eventually we broke past that. And then, if it wasn't for COVID, then obviously I think we could have been continuing to move upwards and forwards there. But yeah. But if you guys look at the chart, every time we're above the 21-week moving average, then that has been a good indication that we're going to continue moving up. Now, the most important thing is we want a candle to close above the 21-week moving average, right? You can obviously have some wicks. These are wicks right here, and I mean, it could wick below the 21-week moving average, but we want this. This is the body of the candle, right? This is the solid portion of the candle. We want this portion to close above this blue line. So Sunday, we got to keep an eye here. So today is Tuesday right now. So what is Sunday? Sunday would be the 26th of September. So on the 26th of September, we want, and I think it's what, 12 a.m. UTC time? 12 UTC time. Which is 8 p.m. Eastern time. I just follow Eastern time because that's where I am. But 8 p.m. if you're on the Eastern time, under Eastern time, then 8 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Keep your eyes at that time because we want that candle to close above the 21-week moving average. Okay. Now let's say, for instance, if we do close below it, I mean, it could be technically a fake out. I mean, obviously, whoever's controlling the markets, right? If you guys believe that, whoever's controlling the markets, they know that we're focusing. A lot of traders like to trade the 21-week moving average, right? So I mean, they could potentially fake us out, and then we can continue moving upwards. Who knows? The thing is, short-term price actions. I mean, no one can predict. No one can predict the short-term price action, right? Either it goes up, it goes down, or it stays the same, right? So, I mean, there's 3 possibilities here. But long term, if you broaden your time horizon, right? Long term, we know Bitcoin is going to be worth more, way more than what it is now, right? We know some of the NFT projects, some of the gaming projects are going to be worth way more than what they are now. And along the way, there's going to be projects that we don't even know about right now that's going to come out, and they're just going to rock the whole space, right? So, guys, even though it might be kind of scary at this time, right? Think long term. The thing is, from what I see is that people who've been in this space the longest are the ones that are succeeding the most right now, right? People that survived, who stuck it out through the 2018 bear market and until now, they're doing so well right now. So even though, let's say maybe, worst case scenario, this could be the top, right? You know, like I mean, a couple of weeks ago, I mean, BitBoy was saying, you know, like the top is going to be in the next couple of weeks, right? That who knows? Maybe it could be true. I mean, deflation might take over, and this could be the top, right? And that the whole rest of the market, the stock market, everything, the housing market, everything's going to crash, right? If you guys stick it out, you guys will be rewarded. I mean, you guys stick it out. I do believe that NFTs, I mean, we're super early with NFTs in the broad scheme of things, right? So many things are happening for NFTs in the next few months, next few years, that you guys got to keep a very long-term time horizon, right? So don't be afraid of this, you know, these price actions. It's just noise, because at the end of all this, right, if you guys just stick it out, keep on doing your research, keep on, you know, being updated and, you know, being in the know, you guys are going to do well. You guys are going to do well. All right, so let's look at NFTs. What's going on with the NFT space? So I don't know about you guys, but some of my NFTs are actually not doing too bad in this market dip right now. But let's look at this tweet by Zeneca33 here. So he says, when gas is high, people are less likely to buy NFTs and sales slow. When sales slow, people panic and start undercutting the floor, which causes more panic and less buying. Then when gas calms down, smart money buys the floor. Be the smart money, not the panic money. So I totally agree with what I said here. I obviously retweeted what he said. But yeah, I mean, I did keep an eye. I did kept an eye on the gas prices earlier today, and I think I actually tried buying an NFT earlier today, and the gas price was like $600 for a transaction, and it was absolutely ridiculous. It was actually way more than what the actual NFT that I was buying. The NFT I was buying was like 0.01 ETH, and this thing was, the gas fee went as high as like 0.06 or 0.07 ETH, right? So at that point, it just didn't make sense, and I totally agree. I mean, when gas fees are super high, and I think the reason why gas fees were super high was that ETH was just going down. People were panicking. People were selling their tokens. So that definitely caused a spike in the ETH prices, or ETH gas fees, sorry. So yeah, and then obviously people are trying to, you know, shed their NFTs, and they're undercutting the floor and trying to, you know, get liquidity, right? So, and that causes more panic and less buying, and then eventually things calm down, and then that's when the gas prices are low. People are buying the dip, and then therefore another uptrend, hopefully, right? So I totally agree with him on that. So let's look at some of the projects that I'm in. Now, remember, guys, I am currently just looking at the blue chips, right? I don't really care about some of these new mints, though I will say there are some mints out there that are kind of intriguing, that I am keeping an eye on. But a lot of the blue chips that I currently hold, like the Cool Cats, the Doge Pound, they had some pretty big news recently. Also Cool Cats, obviously, and Rumble Kongs, right? Those are the three blue chips that I have in my portfolio, in terms of the avatar projects. And also Rare Pepes. I mean, Rare Pepes, I mean, obviously, I have one video that basically ballooned up, probably my second most viewed video with the Rare Pepes and how to buy them. I do believe long-term in the Rare Pepes. I do think that in a couple of 2 to 3 months from now, I think they're going to be worth quite a bit. And obviously, the volume on the Rare Pepes have been taking off as well. So let's look at some of the price floors of the NFT projects that I'm keeping an eye on, right? So Cool Cats. Cool Cats has definitely been on a tear. Right now, the price floor price right now, 6.34 ETH. I mean, just a week ago, it was like 3.3, 3.5. It's basically double, even after this dip, even after this market-wide crash. It's at 6.34 is the price floor. People aren't panic selling their Cool Cats. Like, majority of them are not panic selling their Cool Cats. I mean, we got, let's see here. I mean, the 70th floor is right here, but how many cats up till like a 70th floor? So 3, 6, 9, 12. 15. I mean, just 15 Cool Cats, and then we're back to the 70th floor. So it's not like it's that much to get us back up to 70th. Let me see what the trading volume is right now. 42 minutes, an hour ago. So volume is still pretty decent, even despite this, a lot of fear in the market right now. But you can definitely see Cool Cats has just been on a tear. It's just been on a tear. I actually, the Cool Cats merchandise store, actually the merch store just launched last Friday, and I actually ordered a couple of things. So hopefully when they come in, I'll show you guys what they look like. So Cool Cat's doing very well right now. I was very fortunate to get into this one early on, and I thought it was late at the time. This was back in July when Mike Tyson, Iron Mike. Let's look at Iron Mike. He definitely still has his profile picture as a Cool Cat. There we go. This was the man that introduced me to Cool Cats. This is the man. And I got this back in around July something. And at the time when I bought it, it did go down, and I didn't really do anything for like a month or so. And then all of a sudden it started to pick up steam. And then obviously now it's just insane how much it's risen. And you can say the same for Bored Ape. I mean, Bored Ape Yacht Club has been absolutely on a tear as well. They also had some pretty big news with their roadmap, their updated roadmap 2.0. Sorry, Bored Ape. That's what it is. Bored Ape. Bored Ape. I can't even type here. Bored Ape Yacht Club. There we go. Price, the floor price, 38.69. So it's been hovering around 39, 40-ish around there. So people are holding on to their Bored Apes. I mean, people are not panic selling their NFTs right now. Doge Pound has huge news. Their floor price right now is 1.58. I mean, just a week ago, I mean, the price floor was like 0.69, I remember. And I was actually considering buying more Doge Pound at 0.69, but I just did not have the liquidity. But had I done it, I mean, if I made some... I mean, I didn't want to sell some of my altcoins just to get some liquidity and buy some Doge. But I should have, looking back, I should have, because that would have been an easy 2x right there. But Doge Pound just released some really big news. Obviously, if you're a Doge Pound member or holder, you'll definitely know this news, and it's old news for you. Where is it here? Oh, what's this? Pump it up, pump it up. Some of their cartoon animation is pretty funny. If you go on Twitter, you get to see some of this stuff. It's pretty funny. What's this? Oh yeah, Deez nuts. Which yeah, it's related to the big news. Where is that? Man, these guys. Diamond Paws. My dog will go on. Here we go. This is important. This is huge. Obviously, Alex Becker posted this here. I don't think people understand just how big this is. A good NFT drop at mint these days is an instant 10-20x, but it's impossible to mint. An NFT LaunchPad access with big drops pre-sale access, also known as guaranteed mint, goldmine. So yeah, Alex Becker posted this, and the huge news with Doge Pound is they're launching an NFT LaunchPad, which is absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. New perk for OG holders. So you get access to Deez nuts, NFTs. I mean, you get to get in these pre-sale with all these, I mean, Trey Songz is huge, right? Journey Crypto with his membership NFTs. So you get to be in on some of these pre-sales, these pre-sale NFTs. And the Deez nuts, these nuts. Actually, I actually signed up for the pre-sale because I'm eligible for that. Obviously, I'm an OG Doge holder. But if you have a Doge Pound NFT, right? You go on the Discord, you verify your wallet, right? To make sure that, to verify that you have a Doge in your wallet. And then they give you instructions to go on the Deez nuts website, and then you get to enter the pre-sale. Where's Deez nuts? Here we go. Deez nuts. So this right now, Deez nuts is launching on September the 27th on Monday. And if you're an OG Doge Pound holder, you get to get into the pre-sale. So if I go on their website here, Actually, this is pretty funny. You guys, you can check this out.
Arcade we're building in the Nutverse. I'm really excited to show. Not again, you won't. What are you doing?
I recommend you guys watch that. Obviously, I can't play because it has Staying Alive in the background, so I might get dinged for copyright purposes there. But definitely check that out. It's a pretty funny video. What else here? Oh, here we go. So for those wondering about the Doge, sorry, not Doge, Deez Nuts NFT pre-sale tomorrow for the Doge Pound NFT holders. Check out the announcement in the Doge Pound Discord. You'll have to verify ownership of your OG Doge to gain access to their LaunchPad server, which has information about the pre-sale. So very important if you're a Doge Pound holder, guys. Get on that so you can get onto the pre-sale, and who knows, these NFTs can be big, right? And the good thing, the thing is, if these NFTs that are launching on the, these launching on the NFT LaunchPad on the Doge Pound NFTs, right? If they take off, then what does that mean for the value of the OG Doge Pound NFTs, right? They're going to skyrocket it because people want to hold onto those so they get into these pre-sale, which does many X's and provides good ROI on their investment, right? So, looking at this, Deez Nuts 10K unique NFTs price at 0.69 ETH launches on September 27. But if you're a Doge Pound holder, you get to get in on the pre-sale starting tomorrow. So, without giving away too much information, if you're a Doge Pound holder, you just go to the early access. Again, go in the Discord. And then, obviously, you need to know the number here. But I'm not going to tell you guys what that number is because you have to be a Doge Pound holder. So, anyways, get in on that, guys. If you're a Doge Pound holder, very, very good opportunity, I think. If not, then, hey, I mean, I don't think there's much risk, right? I mean, you're getting in at the mint price. Guaranteed mint, so there won't be any gas wars as well. So you're not paying an extraordinary amount on gas fees. Okay, so that's Doge Pound. Very nice updates on that. Next project, let's look at the Rumble Kongs. Dun dun, Rumble Kong League. Oh my god, I'm looking at the wrong... Guys, do not look at the wrong page. These are scams. Rumble Kong League. So Rumble Kong League right now, 1.35 ETH. They did go from like, I think their peak was 2 ETH floor, and then it went down to like under 1 ETH, and then it went up to like 1.5. Now it's around 1.35, but not too bad. I mean, I still think there's still a lot of room for this to grow, to be honest, especially with their game that they're launching on the sandbox in a few weeks or a few months. I don't know exactly. But I do want to share with you guys one sound clip from the Nifty show, and they had Ja Rule. Ja Rule was on their show, and he actually talked about an NFT project because he was saying that he missed out on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. All right, he had a friend that talked to. He was actually planning on buying a Bored Ape Yacht Club, and his friend actually talked him out of it. Because it's like he was saying, like, why would you spend thousands, like tens of thousands of dollars on a Bored Ape or on a picture of a monkey, right? And Ja Rule didn't buy a Bored Ape because of that, because his friend talked him out of it. And then obviously that was a huge mistake, right? Obviously Bored Ape took off, but Ja Rule did mention that he was looking for the next Bored Ape Yacht Club, and can you guess what that project is? I'll let you guys figure that out. Pretty obvious. Just give me 1 second here.
Thing popping up was the Bored Apes. So around that time, the Bored Ape floor was around, I'll say about 10 grand, 10, 13 grandish. So I was gonna buy one. I was gonna grab it. Get me an ape, man. Fuck that. I'm in the space and grabbing me an ape, man. And a friend of mine who I was, teaching about the space and telling them, how things work and move. He was like, man, you're going to spend 13 grand on a goddamn picture, on a JPEG. He's like, man, don't do that. He's like, bro, come on, man. He said, I don't want to see you throw your money away, man. I don't want to see you do it. So I'm not gonna lie. I hesitate. I listened to him. He was in the back of my mind. Every time I was ready to push buy, he was in the back of my mind, like, man, you gonna spend 13 grand on a picture. But I was just still getting into the space and didn't realize it was more than a picture. It was more than just that. I was learning that at the time, but I didn't fully understand it. Anyway,
now
later,
you got a beef with him. Now you're having a beef with your friend.
What? Oh man, I'm considering brother even speaking to him anymore.
Yeah.
Nah, that's my brother, man. So I'm not that. But that next week it was at like 40K.
Oh.
And then the next day or the next 3 days it was like at 100, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It didn't happen so fast. And so I did my research on the apes, and I'm like, they've only been in existence for 5 months.
That's right.
So that's when I said, you know what? I don't need to chase this. I'm gonna find the next project that I feel is gonna be a dope project, and I'll pick it. I'll look for it, and I'll have a good eye, I feel, for things. And I feel like I've done that. I went and I bought another project called Rumble Kongs.
Yep. We got Kongs.
Oh man, I got 13 Kongs.
Oh man,
King Kong. Oh,
you got
man.
4
King
teams
Kong over there.
I love the Kongs. I seen the Kongs as similar to what the apes was as far as art. The art was amazing. And I'm like, man, shit, was better than an ape. It's a Kong. He's the greatest ape of all, right? He's the biggest ape. He's the biggest, baddest ape, Kong. So I said, all right, I'm gonna get me a Kong. And I got a couple, and then I was, did my research on the Kongs and seen that they actually do 3-on-3 basketball.
Yeah.
And so once I seen that, I said, oh man, this is dope. Gamification is the next level. Look, I even got a dope derivative Kong.
Yeah, these are your Kongs we're looking at right here. The derivative card.
So pretty cool, right? Ja Rule aped hard into Rumble Kongs. So when I heard that, I was like, damn, I got some apes myself. I got some Kongs myself. So that's very, very nice for me to hear. So, I mean, if you want to check out Ja Rule's wallet, you can. So you just type in Ja Rule. Here it is, the one that's verified. Ja Rule. Well, it looks like he's got a tie-dye ninja airdrop there. What else here? Also, guys, I mean, there's a lot of scams right now. People are scamming. They're just sending like these garbage NFTs into people's wallets, making it look like they actually bought that, but it's not true, guys. Like I was saying in an earlier video, I mean, if you're looking at these people, other people's wallets, if you're seeing transfer and there's no sales, it's usually a garbage NFT or someone that's trying to send NFTs from a certain project, trying to make their project look like they're being held by a popular, influencer, right? And even what I realize is minting. Now this looks like the tie-dye ninja, right? Because I got an airdrop from them as well, because I had a tie-dye ninja as well. But it does appear that I'm not sure how it works exactly, but I mean, just because it's minted by, it looks like it's minted from Ja Rule, but it not necessarily means that it's actually minted from him. I mean, it sounds crazy, but these guys, I mean, they're on a whole nother level now where, they can actually mint to a person's wallet. It's just incredible. I just don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big coder, so I don't know how it works. But hey, if you're a coder, if you're a developer, leave a comment in the comment section and, explaining how that is possible, where, this particular contract or this, how these NFTs are minted to a person's wallet, even though the person didn't actually mint it themselves, right? But, let me see here. I just want to show you guys the Rumble Kongs that Ja Rule has here. Obviously, there's a lot of garbage NFTs. Maybe if I do a search, Kongs. Oh, he's got some Kong sneakers. Pretty cool. He's got some Kong derivatives. But yeah, look at that. He's got a few Kongs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it 12 or 13? Must have sold one of them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he has 12 Kongs. I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that from talking to some of you guys who are trying to like mint these new NFTs that are coming out, right? I mean, every single day there seems to be some kind of new project. And don't get me wrong, there's some projects like that do absolutely moon. Like, I mean, I remember yesterday, for instance, you got Blocky Doge. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, co-founder of Dogecoin creates Blocky Doge, list 100 for 0.08 ETH. Nothing happened for 3 days. He tweets about it, sells out. Floor goes from 0.8 ETH to 21 plus ETH in 2 hours, right? 21 plus. So obviously there are always opportunities each single day, but a majority of these new projects that are coming out, obviously you had to be super lucky to get into this. Can you imagine just buying, 1, 2, 3, or even like, I don't know, just having like a handful, like 5 or 10 of these, right? If you're on the ball, if you knew about this, can you imagine how much profit you would have made yesterday, right? But these kind of things don't happen often, obviously, to this amount of, this ROI of turning 0.8 ETH to like 21 plus ETH. That's insane, right? Actually, I want to look what it looks like. See what it looks like here. Blocky Doge. 100. There's only 100 of them, so that's what makes it very scarce. And right now, the floor price is 17 ETH. So, I mean, it's crazy. 17 ETH. Can you imagine having 0.08 ETH and then turning it to 17 ETH? That is absolutely insane. Heck, even I'm happy turning 0.08 ETH into like 1 ETH. But turning it to what? If you held on, now it's like 17 ETH. That's insane. But going back, what I'm trying to say is that you don't necessarily have to chase NFT projects. I'm looking at NFTs, like the amount of NFT projects that are coming out right now, kind of like altcoins, right? There's thousands and thousands of altcoins. Now we're starting to see many, like, what would you say, maybe 1,000 NFT projects, more than that? It's gone to the point where like people are talking about, hey, should I invest in this project? As if they were talking as if it's an altcoin, right? So, you don't necessarily have to chase these new projects. I mean, if you buy and hold some of these blue chips, I mean, there could be new blue chips along the way, right? I've been happy just holding my Cool Cats, holding my Doge Pound, and holding my Rumble Kongs for the last month or two. And they've done very well. So hearing some of these guys that are talking on Twitter Spaces, they're talking about blue chip. That word blue chip is starting to come out more often. Blue chips like Bored Ape, obviously, CryptoPunks, Pudgy Penguins is what I'm hearing, Sup Ducks, Creature World is another one, right? I mean, these things are starting to, stand on their own as blue chips. I mean, but again, obviously this is not financial advice, right? Don't listen to me. But this is the strategy I'm following right now, because obviously minting these new NFT projects, a lot of them aren't doing so well right out of mint. That's not to say that they won't do well later on, right? Once they start releasing, if they have a roadmap and then they have a lot of, upcoming things in their roadmap, and if they're actually staying true to their word and releasing these things on the roadmap, then yeah, maybe that project does end up doing well, all right, after it's mint. Because it's kind of like an altcoin, like initially you got a bunch of venture capitalists in a particular altcoin, they invest in it and then they just dump it on the market. So the altcoin looks like, it's priced very high, and then we have an initial dump, right? And it's just dump. Eventually that selling pressure ends. And then, eventually the altcoin can eventually, start moving in the upward direction, right? If you guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, the main point is that I'm starting to see NFT projects are kind of like being traded as altcoins, because there's a lot of people that are in this NFT space just to flip things, right? But I'm more of the side where I like to hold some of these NFTs, right? Like the blue chips, right? That's the hot word right now. That's the word I'm hearing a lot on Twitter Spaces, in podcasts. Blue chips. What are the blue chip NFTs, right? People are looking for the blue chips where they can just hold or hodl, right? So just an investment strategy that you could follow. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but something to consider moving forward. But yeah, another important thing I want to talk about, guys, is do not get scammed out here. So this, I retweeted this last night. I actually haven't followed up on how this is possible. So if you guys do know how this is possible, leave a comment in the comment section. But this person here, unfortunately, just got hacked on OpenSea. He lost his Damien Hirst currency NFTs, which are worth a lot. Art blocks, you know, Ape DAO, you know, he's oh yeah, I mean, he's lost a lot, right? You know, I'm getting some of these garbage NFTs in my wallet. So this is, if you guys are getting some of this stuff, I highly recommend you do not touch or interact with it whatsoever. I don't know how this is possible at the moment. I'll have to look into it, and I think the most important thing is, yeah, I've heard some people who got offers on these NFTs, and when they clicked on to accept it, somehow their wallet started to drain. A lot of their NFTs was moved out of their wallet. So I'm not sure how that's possible, but I mean, just reading some of the tweets here, like some people have lost a lot of their NFTs, right? Because they've got these garbage NFTs that came into their wallet. And a lot of these NFTs are on the Polygon network, right? Because obviously these scammers, it's cheap to send NFTs on the Polygon network because the fees are so low, right? They wouldn't do that on the Ethereum network because the fees are ridiculous to send things, right? Heck, some to move some of my NFTs from one of my wallets to another wallet, it would cost me like 40-50 bucks just to send it. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? But yeah, I mean, the most important thing, I mean, if you're getting emails from OpenSea as well saying that you got an offer, double check the email as well, because it could be not from OpenSea, right? It could be one of these malicious spammers or hackers that's trying to make it look like it's a phishing scam, right? Trying to make it look like it's from OpenSea, and then people click on to accept the offer, and they lead to a page that kind of looks like OpenSea, and you know their wallet gets compromised that way. I don't know the full details of this. I know DCL Blogger talked about it in his stream yesterday as well, on steps to take in securing your wallets. Definitely, if you have a Ledger Nano or a hardware wallet, definitely get that linked up to your MetaMask. It's actually, for the longest time, I didn't do that, but recently, I guess within the last few months, I've actually have connected my hardware wallet to my MetaMask just to add another layer of security to that. But definitely, I mean, the worst thing is, I mean, I can't imagine the feeling he's going through. I can't, you know, just opening up your wallet and seeing nothing in it, right? That's the scariest thing. Honestly, it's the scariest thing. So I don't want that to happen to you guys. If you're getting any of these garbage NFTs like this one, and any NFT that's from the Polygon network, if you get something that's transferred into your wallet, do not interact with it. Do not touch it, guys. Because for some odd reasons, I don't know how they're doing it, but some people are losing their NFTs in their wallets just by possibly, I think, interacting with some of these NFTs, these garbage NFTs, right? So stay safe, guys. Stay safe. So I just want to give a shout out to the Luxo community. I got a quite a few subscribers from the Luxo community from my last video when I talked about Luxo. You guys are pretty cool. Seems like it's a very tight-knit community in the Luxo community. So yeah, I want to give you guys a shout out. And with this one, if you guys been obviously the Luxo community knows about this, but I did talk about the Dematerialised Marketplace that is on the Luxo blockchain, right? Where they focus more on the lifestyle side of things, in particular digital fashion, right? So Luxo, giving you guys a heads up so you guys can get prepared for it, is they have a drop coming on September 23rd, which is in 2 days. Today's the 21st at the time of making this video. So in 2 days, they are doing a drop on their website, I believe. Vogue Talents. This article is in Italian. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on that. I don't know much details. I actually haven't read it. I read up on it, but I'm definitely keeping my eyes on any NFT drops that are happening on the Dematerialised website. Right, it gets my attention because Luxo, I think, is going to be a huge powerhouse in the years to come. I think it's going to be a huge powerhouse. So getting in on these NFT drops early on, it's going to pay off huge, in my opinion. So see if you can get into that. Like I said from the last video, you can actually use your MetaMask to purchase some of these NFTs on their marketplace. What else is there? Yeah, so yeah, and they sell out pretty quickly. I mean, the last drop sold out within 10 minutes. And I think, you know, as more people know about this, it's going to sell out even quicker. So, in some ways, me telling you guys about this kind of makes it harder for me to get in on it, right? So, but hey, I also want you guys to get in on this too. So, so I'm sacrificing my chances at getting one just so I can help you guys out, right? That's the kind of guy I am to help you guys out. But yeah, definitely keep. Oh yeah, the other thing is the access code. So if they're asking for an access code, what I did for previously. In drop 6, I had to sign up. So I actually signed up. I gave them my email address, and then they emailed me an access code prior to the NFT drop for the last one. So if you don't have an access code yet to access the Dematerialised marketplace, then sign up for it. And I think they should. I'm just going based on what happened to me in the last drop. They should send you an access code just before the this next drop that's happening this Thursday, right? So keep your eye on that. And the last thing I want to talk about is an NFT that I myself have not even gone into, but I'm going to tell you guys anyways. So Donnie Big Bags on Twitter, he's a big polka dot Kusama guy. And he, when I woke up this morning, he was talking about these Moon Sama bird NFTs, right? 500 unique NFTs will be available for one Moonriver each. So Moonriver is a project that, you know, Alex Becker has talked about as well, and it's currently on a dip, just like everything else is in the market, right? So you can buy Moonriver on KuCoin. Moonriver, probably that would be my best bet in getting Moonriver. But you guys, whoops, sorry, where am I here? Yeah, so this is something to keep an eye on, Moon Sama. So you do need to connect your MetaMask to Moonriver, to the Moonriver network. And I mean, there's guides online that shows you how to do that. It's actually pretty simple. I mean, if you just type in Moonriver, connect MetaMask to Moonriver. I mean, this video right here basically shows you that you can actually connect your wallet, your MetaMask to Moonriver with a click of a button. So I highly recommend you watch this video. It shows you how to connect your MetaMask to the Moonriver network, and then obviously go to KuCoin, and then move your Moonriver to your Moonriver address, right? And then actually obviously go onto the moonsama.com website to hopefully be able, if you're lucky enough, to get yourself one of these 500 NFTs, right? Because this is Moonriver's first NFT marketplace. So it could be big, man. It could be big because there's a lot of hype with Moonriver. I know with Solana, they had the Degenerate Ape Academy, which is probably, I could be wrong. I think they are the first NFTs, right, on Solana? I don't know. One of the first. I'll say that. It's one of the first. But the Degenerate Ape Academy, even though they're on a dip right now, last time I checked, you know, I got a Degenerate Ape for like 8 Solana, right? And I think the price, the floor price right now is around 50. I mean, it's definitely dropped a lot from its all-time high of like 100. Yeah, 50 is the floor price right now. So still up. I'm still up, but at the same time, there's no fear. Don't fear this market dip, in my opinion. I think we still got a lot to go. Obviously, short term, nobody can predict the price in the short term, but if you broaden your time horizons, stay in it, guys. Stick with it, because I guarantee you, this is the way of the future. And if you stick with it, if you're patient enough and you're constantly updating yourself with things that are coming out each single day, and then you will be rewarded big. So with that being said, guys, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you like the content, like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.